The Regional District of Okanagan-Similkameen has been in response mode since March the 22nd, managing the impacts of the 2018 Spring Freshet. The role of the Emergency Operations Centre is to direct and support the tactical and operational response to the emergency. This video highlights how the EOC, Emergency Operations Centre, managed the incident and how we work to improve our response. Hello, my name is Paul Edmonds and I have been involved in the RDOS Spring Freshet since the 22nd of March 2018. Information is key in any emergency operations centre. The regional government needs to collect and analyse data and make decisions to protect life and property. Gathering, managing and understanding data on the ground is vital to us. Due to the large number of residents impacted by the Spring Freshet and the significant issues with creeks, dams, lakes requiring water level management, we brought in several specialist contractors into our EOC to help with the response. Incident command was managed by John Davies Wildfire Management. At one stage, we had more than 400 staff on site, ranging from deliveries of sand and sandbags to contractors, engineers and BC wildfire crews. Across the regional district, we relied on engineers to identify known risk sites and react to new emergencies. The engineers provided us with operational recommendations to implement flood response and protect life. An engineering strike team was used to assess vulnerable areas and provide immediate options and supervision of emergency works, such as dike breaches, potential lake crests, and of course the creeks bursting their banks. Working together with others provided us an opportunity for the EOC team and RDOS staff to work with First Nations, the City of Penticton, the Town of Osoyoos, and other municipalities. Unified command was established between the Town of Osoyoos and the RDOS due to the need for coordinated response from rising lake levels. Teamwork creates a more sustainable model and, importantly, retention of skills. One example was training and contracting First Nation fire crews in deploying tiger dams to stem the threat of lake flooding. These initiatives will help strengthen future responses. Daily interaction with Flynn Road, MOTI and Interior Health was a must, due to the legal requirements of working in or near watercourses, protecting life and infrastructure. A common information picture was created so that all partners could action appropriately in a coordinated manner. To sustainably manage the RDOS resources and the EOC, we secured funding from the province to bring in specialist contractors for communication, emergency social services, logistics and operations. During the incident, the RDOS created an interactive dashboard to display vital site information from across the region. This ranged from evacuation alerts and orders to the use of a GIS collector for video, photos and flood defence equipment deployed on site. Drone imagery was used during the flooding to react to priority areas. This provided us with a bird's eye view and helped identify vulnerable properties. The drone videos and photographs assisted operational staff and contractors to deploy flood defences in the most effective locations in order to achieve protection. The deployment of static cameras on risk sites provided huge benefits. Having live access to the images 24 hours a day saved staff travel time to remote sites, which in turn saved money. Static cameras were deployed on the Similkameen River due to the predicted significant river flows that could have potentially resulted in the evacuation of more than 1,300 properties. Other sites included Park Rill, Sportsman's Bowl, Seacrest Hill and Twin Lakes. Tracking the large EOC team during multiple incidents is difficult at the best of times. The use of YodleMe as a pilot project helps us safely manage the locations of staff, contractors and equipment on site. At one time, we had over 12,000 messages on the system. As I said at the start, information is key, and the provision of dedicated communications specialists working alongside RDOS information officers was invaluable. It allowed us to not only provide reactive information releases, but to use the images and information gathered by the drones deployed in the field to provide proactive and vital information updates to the public, explaining what to do before, during, and after the emergency.
Being prepared means having a plan. It reduces stress on you, your family, your pets, and those emergency personnel that are trying their best to help you.
Well, everybody should have an emergency plan, period. Once you have that plan in place, even though you've never implemented it before, you can focus on that.
We've got a late spring. We had a hot week last week where we started to get significant melting right up to the tops of the mountains. And we've got more inflow than can flow out. So the only thing that can happen is the water level rises.
As the urgency of our response turns to demobilisation of flood defences, we are ready to react to a rainfall event, while working on re-entry and recovery planning for residents who have been impacted by the flooding. We have recorded all our emergency responses to this event and are in the process of creating a flood response plan from our learning. This comprehensive document will outline where and how we worked, along with a list of equipment required to protect citizens if such an event occurs again. These plans will be part of our overall response plan for future events. In closing, there are a few key challenges for the regional districts and the province. They include response versus mitigation. While working together with various ministries was a key benefit, we need to be prepared for the future. Successful funding was secured for drainage improvement, where the costs of permanent emergency works would be less than the response costs, and the cost to repair flooded homes through disaster financial assistance. This rationale should be applied in the future. Thank you.